The IRS collection timeline. What happens when? How to stop it. Hey, if we haven't met yet, I'm Andrew Samniego. I'm an enrolled agent here in San Diego, and I'm here to talk you through the IRS collection timeline and your next action steps afterwards. The first notice we'll go over is the assessment of tax. The notice you will get received is the CP14. This is what it looks like. And what happens is IRS record or assess the amount due on your tax bill. Either they can file a substitute for return, or this is when after they assess the return that you submitted. The time frame of this is mailed shortly after it was assessed. Your rights, there's no specific rights yet, but your action steps for this step is confirm the accuracy of the tax amount and then pay in full if possible or set up an installment agreement before further notices. The next step in the collection timeline is the first reminder or the CP 501. The CP 501 looks like this. And if the notice saying that you have a balance due, the time frame of this one is about 5 weeks after the CP 14 if it wasn't paid. No appeal rights triggered yet. The next action step is just contact the IRS, arrange payment or a resolution. The next step in the collection pipeline is the second reminder or the CP 503. The time frame is about 5 weeks after the CP 501. Still no levy rights are triggered. Action step, it's just your last friendly reminder from the IRS to call or hire a tax professional now or deal with your tax problem. This is what it looks like. This is the CP 503. We skipped 502. In fact, there isn't a 502. Our next notice is the CP 504. It's the intent to levy notice. The time frame is about 5 weeks after the CP 503 notice. Your rights are limited. This isn't a final notice yet. What happens is IRS can seize your state tax refund after this notice. Your action step is to contact the IRS to prevent a levy or hire a tax professional, as mentioned before. So you can start gathering your financial documents for a resolution plan. Here's what the CP 504 notice looks like. Again, start seeing the big, bold lettering here. The final balance due. Reminder, notice the intent to seize or levy your property, your rights of property, and I'll usually have your amount due in full bold here. If you see one of these notices and you'd like more information on what to do, what you can do is actually download my free book at crushirsanxiety.com. And you'll get a free PDF copy of my ebook, IRS Battle Plan Guide to Winning Your Tax War. With it, you'll have a bunch of strategies on how to solve your IRS tax debt problems and find a battle plan for you that works for your specific tax debt problem. All right, now we're at our final notice of intent to levy. This is known as the letter 11, the letter 1058, or the CP 90. The time frame can arrive within weeks after the CP 504. You do have certain rights. You have a collection due process hearing. It's 30 days from the notice date, and you request it through Form 120-153. Usually your tax professional will do this for you. Here's an example of what a letter 11 looks like. And again, it'll give you instructions on how to file your collection due process hearing. If no CDP request happens within 30 days, IRS can seize your wage, your bank accounts, and other property. Some action steps, again, file the Form 121-53 within 30 days to stop all collection during the appeal. You'll start preparing resolution options with your tax professional, or you can do this yourself. Or some options include an installment agreement, an offer in compromise, or currently not collectible. Those are just three of the many solutions that could work for you. And also, this gives you time to ensure any missing tax returns are filed. Our last notice is the federal tax lien filing. This is a letter 3172, also known as the notice of federal tax lien and right to a hearing. This is usually for balances over $10,000. That goes unpaid. You have a right to a CDP hearing. You have 30 days to request it through that Form 121-53. Some things that happen, it goes on your public record, it damages your credit, and alerts other creditors. Some action steps, request a hearing if it's appropriate for you. Ask your tax professional for that. You can negotiate a lien withdrawal or subordination or a discharge if you're selling or refinancing your assets. Reach out to your tax professional and see which option is best for you. And the last step is the levy and asset seizure. Here is what a notice letter 3172 looks like. And as you see, it's notice of federal tax lien filing and a right to a hearing under IRC 6320. If you want more information on what these notices look like, and if you want to go line by line on the details of each notice, I made a previous video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and look back to the video on where I talk about all the notices. And your last event that happens in the collection process is a levy or asset seizure. The trigger for this is you didn't respond to that final notice within that 30-day time frame. The timing of this can be kind of ambiguous because it depends on the revenue officer's schedule and his caseload. And so what will happen is IRS will start levying your wages or your bank account, your social security income, any accounts receivable, and they can start seizing your property. And you can still appeal through the collections appeal program, but the levy may have already hit by then. Some action steps is to contact IRS immediately and request release. You can show a hardship or you can submit a resolution proposal. Bank levies usually have a 21-day hold before the funds are sent to the IRS. At this point, if you haven't reached out to a tax professional, this is now or never situation. So if you haven't done so already, reach out to your tax professional near you, or you can reach out to my office. You can go to andrewsamdiego.com, or you can just reach out to me through my email. So the last step is not really a step. It's just if they can't get what they need from those levying of assets, from the wage garnishments, they'll just continue doing ongoing enforcement. And they'll continue this until the debt is paid, settled, or the CSET happens, which is the collection statute of expiration date. It's 10 years from the assessment. The action steps for you: maintain tax compliance. So make sure all your returns are filed, your current year payments are made, your estimated payments are paid. And let's just say that you are way along in this process and they've already started doing these steps, or it's been months since you've had paid that debt, or even years. You can consider with your tax pro if you can potentially run out the CSET date, basically making that tax debt expire. Some key rights and deadlines I want you guys to know is 30 days from your final notice. So that letter 11, the letter 1058 with the CP90 to request a CDP hearing and that will stop collections. Another deadline you want to know is 30 days from the letter 3172, the lien notice, for a lien hearing request. And you have 1 year to request an equivalent hearing if that CDP date was missed. It doesn't stop collection, but at least it will give you a chance to gather your documents to prevent more from happening to you. And again, 10 years from the assessment is the CSET date expiration date. After 10 years, your tax debt will expire from the assessment date. Hey, if you receive a notice, some pro tips for you is: one, open your IRS mail immediately, see what it says, see what notice it is, see what you can do. File all your missing returns, document everything. Anything you send to the IRS, any phone call you make with a revenue officer, make sure you write down the person's name, their number, and what you said during that meeting and what was promised to you. And the last tip for you is act early. As you saw, you have a lot more options before you started getting to all these hearings. So start early, start fast. It'll prevent penalties and interest from building up, and you can have more options for you in terms of settling your tax debt. If you found this information useful, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. I'm posting videos as much as I can to help you solve your tax problems, either by yourself or with a tax professional. And if you have a tax situation which you can't handle yourself, you can go ahead and reach out to my office and we can help you. Thanks for watching.